Alright, let's dive into this. BTS just made a move that's shaking up the music industry, but I'm not sure if it's getting the right kind of attention. Imagine one of the biggest groups in the world, fresh off a chart-topping comeback album, voluntarily stepping back from the Grammys. That's like LeBron skipping the NBA Finals, except this is about art, not trophies. Let me explain why this matters more than you think. So, the headlines say they're not submitting their new album Arirang for the 2027 Grammys. But the real story here? They're quietly calling out the Recording Academy's new Best Asian Pop Music Performance category. Their Instagram statement, posted individually by all 7 members, mentions wanting music to be heard and loved for what it is, rather than being divided by region or language. In my opinion, that's not just a polite statement. That's a mic drop. They're questioning why a group that's dominated global charts for years suddenly needs a special box to fit into. Let's unpack this Asian pop category. On the surface, it feels progressive until you realize it's a double-edged sword. The rules say songs must have a meaningful use of an Asian language, but here's the twist. BTS's massive English hit Swim wouldn't qualify for this award anyway. So why create a category that excludes the very artists it's supposedly celebrating when they go global? What this really suggests is that the Grammys are scrambling to acknowledge K-pop's influence without actually dismantling their outdated systems. It's like slapping a diversity sticker on a broken window. Now, let's talk about impact. BTS has 5 Grammy nods already, including 3 straight years in the pop duo/group category. They've performed live from Seoul skyscrapers and Las Vegas stages. Their absence won't just hurt the Grammys' credibility, it'll cost viewership. The Recording Academy thrives on star power, and BTS brings billions of eyes. Without them, this new category risks feeling like a consolation prize. And honestly, I'm not buying the argument that artists can still compete in general field categories. If a song is entered in Best Asian Pop, it's locked out of mainstream pop awards. That's not inclusion, it's gatekeeping with a shiny label. But here's a perspective you might not hear elsewhere. BTS's move could be the best thing for global music long-term. By refusing to play along, they're forcing the industry to confront its biases. Drake, The Weeknd, and Morgan Wallen have boycotted Grammys before, but their reasons were personal. BTS is doing this for a bigger cause, proving that language shouldn't be a barrier, not a checkbox. And while some might call this a PR stunt, I'd argue it's strategic activism. They've spent years bridging cultures. Why let a trophy define that legacy? Let's zoom out. This isn't just about awards, it's about how we categorize art in the digital age. Spotify playlists already blur genre lines. TikTok trends make regional hits go global overnight. The Grammys' rigid categories feel like trying to play vinyl in a streaming world. BTS is essentially asking, why can't a Korean song compete for Album of the Year on the same stage as Taylor Swift? And honestly, they're right. Music's power has always been its universality, not its paperwork. So what's next? Either the Grammys rethink their approach, or they'll keep losing relevance. Meanwhile, BTS proved you don't need a golden gramophone to cement your legacy. They're playing the long game, while the Academy scrambles to catch up. What do you think? Is this a necessary shakeup or overblown drama? Let me know in the comments, and if you're still here, thanks for watching. Stay curious.